Imagine you're a mighty Kronosaurus. You could literally squish a wounded dinosaur like bubble wrap. Copycat dinos? Straight up your lunch combo. Even the sea kings, yeah. You can throw hands with them head on. The moment you hatch out of your shell, life instantly switches to hell mode. A nasty predatory beast is already snatching your siblings like snacks, one after another. He's popping them down like crunchy popcorn. You freeze in absolute terror, your whole body stiff as a statue. All you can do is pray in silence. Please don't let me be the next popcorn kernel. Lucky for you, the goddess of fortune shows up at the last second. The predator freaks out and bolts like a coward. With jaws the size of a dump truck, she gently scoops and carries you off to what she thinks is a safe spot. But for you and your siblings, let's be real. For baby dinos, safe zones, there's literally no such thing as right safe. Now, you're barely 30 centimeters long and weigh less than a loaf of bread. Against this giant world, you're basically a speck of dust. Hunger follows you like a shadow, forcing you to poke your head out carefully. You rely on your speed and stealth to hunt bugs and tiny fish like snacks. At this stage, your jaw is still weak. Even a turtle feels like a rock-solid boss fight. So you stick to being fast and sneaky for food. One day, a snapping turtle locks onto you. You react in a flash, twisting like a snake as its giant jaws slam shut. Right behind you, missing completely. Your heart nearly stops. But hey, you lived to swim another day. This survival game really is hell mode. One day, jackpot, you find a nest full of eggs. Finally, a lucky loot drop. You get ready for the tastiest lunch ever. But oops, here comes an angry pterosaur mom dive bombing you. Scared stiff, you put the egg back like, then you swim for your life, barely escaping with your tail intact. Next, you spot a small fish finally. An easy win, no problem at all. You snap your jaws open wide. But that little fish is faster than lightning, gone in a flash. And it leaves the water all murky. So you slam headfirst into the riverbed. Now you're bleeding. But somehow, you grind your way to age 1. Now you're 1.5 meters long and weigh in at a solid 50 kilos. Finally, time to hunt some bigger prey. In this river, anything's possible. But remember, the hunter can always become the hunted. So you grind every day, chasing meals nonstop. One day, patience pays off. You score your very first big catch. But before you can even take a bite, your oversized cousin swoops in like a hungry wolf and gulps your prize down in one bite. Not the first time your dinner's been stolen. All that effort down the drain. Right now, you're way too weak to fight back. So you just swallow your pride and keep on surviving another day. Years fly by. Now you're 10 years old, 6 meters long, half a ton of terror. The little dinos treat you with holy respect. Nobody dares mess with you. Even predators look like ants before your jaws. You could crush them like a soda can. One day, you lurk in the shallows and spot a herd of hadrosaurs chilling by the river, sipping water. You watch carefully, gliding silently with the current. One clueless dino dips its head to drink. That's your signal. You rocket forward. Your teeth sink into its body like knives. You drag it under the water. Congrats, tonight's dinner is served. But hey, not every raid goes so smooth. This time, you go after a young Mosasaurus. You strike at the perfect moment. But the little dude is faster than you thought, and he slips away. More training needed. Years roll on, and you hit full adulthood at 12 meters. That giant mouth alone is 1.5 meters long. Now you're the undisputed king of this river. The water is basically your moving refrigerator. Every creature swimming inside just snacks with fins. A gang of young wannabe predators actually dares to challenge you. Kids, very bold, but with your raw power and veteran skills. You charge like a tiger pouncing downhill and leave one unlucky dino down for the count. Roar unlocked. Then, you bump into a real rival in the water. A heavyweight challenger, the massive Mosasaurus itself. Sure, the risk is insane, but you still decide to go full send. The two of you square off, searching for any weakness. Mosasaur makes the first move, charging. You roll away with ninja reflexes, slipping right out of its jaws. Quickly, you reset your angle, kick those fins into turbo mode. Every muscle coiled tight. You launch like a spear straight for its blind spot and clamp onto its neck. Then you unleash the ultimate finisher, the death roll, snapping its giant head clean off. Now you're officially crowned king of the swamp. But every king needs a queen to keep the dynasty rolling. Mating season turns the swamp into a royal battlefield. Every male flexing like bodybuilders, ready to fight for the crown. Only the strongest get the girl. And guess what? That's you. You march into the gathering ground, taking challengers one by one, testing their strength, until you finally find your perfect match. And boom, the royal wedding is complete, planting the seeds of the next swamp dynasty. Soon after, she picks a hidden spot in your territory and digs a nest, burying the eggs in a muddy fortress. You and your queen guard the nest side by side, fending off every hungry intruder to make sure the next generation survives. One day, while feasting on your hard-earned meal, you notice a pack of predators eyeing your nest, drooling like they're at an all-you-can-eat buffet. No hesitation, you charge back, and in under a minute, the fight is over. The swamp is littered with bodies, and finally, the eggs begin to hatch. Your bloodline continues. But time flows on. Years of battles leave deep scars across your body. You start to feel the weight of age, and the endless fights wear you down. You're tired of it all, still powerful, but no longer as fast. Your speed once your deadliest weapon is fading. One day, you ambush a big fish, thinking the timing is perfect. You leap, jaws wide, but misjudge the strike. The fish zips past you. You chase after it, but your legs feel heavy like lead. You just can't keep up anymore, even giving it everything you've got. The prey vanishes into the distance, leaving you frozen in place. Time spares no one. And one day, a young predator challenges you for the throne. Your body, weak and aching, can't keep up with his strength. Head down, you're forced to admit defeat. Your reign over the swamp officially ends. And the fallout is even worse than you feared. You're mercilessly exiled from your kingdom, cast out into the unknown, forced to wander far away, crossing strange waters and rival lands, trying to start life all over again. But then, a massive mosasaur suddenly appears out of nowhere.